Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
Let me get on my energy. Hold on. So that can be. Okay.
Oh yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Scalaman is cancelled, please.
Okay, this is my own. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to LOS.
To LAX.
Thank you for joining us on this new flight.
Yes.
We actually.
Before you move on.
Oh, okay.
Before you move on. From our last episode, actually, with the microaggression episode,
yeah,
we actually had someone from our DEPA hotline that has something to say, and just let's read it out because we did say we're gonna at least say one of them. This person says, "I went to one of the largest universities in the country. I'm talking about 40,000 students in the US."
Oh, okay, sorry.
Are we not in LA?
Yeah, it's true, but they can be from Nigeria now.
True, but I knew what they meant.
Okay.
I'm talking about 40,000.
I didn't know.
We knew today.
Okay.
I'm talking about 40,000 students.
Nigeria has 40,000 students now. You don't think? You go to university like Unilag.
They said about 40,000 students, not me. They said 40,000 students.
Hey, but either way, I can assume it's Nigeria.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, but the context of the story I'm going to tell you right now, it has.
Sorry. Continue. Yeah, continue.
This is lack of patience.
I'm a very patient person. I'm actually a very, very patient person.
Continue. You are, but calm down.
Mm-hmm.
In my junior year, I was at a frat party.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
American.
And some freshman white boy was talking to me. He asked if I knew his roommate because his roommate was black. Bomboclat. It's like, of course I know your black roommate because I'm black, because we're all one family.
Should we all know all the black people?
Do I even know
on
the
campus?
Black people? No, I don't. I don't know your roommate.
I feel like I've encountered something like this. Or like Nancy told me a story where she went for like a training, like one of those like CPR, BLS training, and the instructor doing it was talking to her like she has been part of the class. And I was like, remember the last class you took?
What class?
She's like, what class? And she now continued to act like it was her. When she told me this story, I said, "You're crazy.
Why would you act like
you're crazy?
You don't even know what that."
She didn't even know his name, right? And she kept calling him like instructor. And he's like, stop calling me that. You know my name.
Hey. Like, no, I don't.
And she was like, yeah, I just really have a bad memory, like, bro. But back to your story.
No, but I had a friend though who told me that like at work, it would just be like a black person will come in, and because they're black, you report. It's like, hey,
what's up?
And the boss would be like, oh, is that your family? What? Oh, do you know that person? I'm like, why would they ask you that? Because they're black.
I just have good customer service.
I'm just great with customer service.
I'm just great with people, and it's much better when they're,
black.
But it's crazy though. It's crazy, and I think a lot of people experience that. Yes. Like I'm pretty sure I've had an experience where they say, "Oh, do you know this person?" Or do you, and they might not even be like Nigerian.
Yeah, you just have to be black.
They don't like them. They say, "Oh, I think this person is Nigerian. Do you know them?" No.
You go and check, and the person is probably like South Sudan or something.
Like, did you even ask your friend, this person that maybe might be your friend or maybe not? Did you even ask them where they're from?
Exactly.
Do you know?
Did not.
You're not cognizant of other people's ethnic background.
That's the geographic boundaries we're talking about.
They think that it is just a square.
Square. All of you inside here.
We're inside here. All of us in that small square. All 54 countries of us. If you want more, just group us in there.
If you try to do
no. What do you know? Anyways, I have a really, 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 really important question.
Okay, plot twist.
My question is, will you raise your kids Nigerian, American, or a hybrid of both of them? Like a mix.
I would say a mix, but I will say in this mix, it low key might be more American than it is Nigerian. I know. Do like
More
this.
American?
Do like this. Just do like this first.
No, to me, more American.
Do like this. Just do like this. Do like this. Do like.
That did not do anything. Okay, like breathe. I need you to breathe.
Breathe. Do like this.
It
Hello,
did not do
hello, hello,
anything.
hello. Are you okay?
My
Hello,
anger
hello.
did
Are you
not go.
okay?
It did not do anything.
No, let me explain. Let me explain. I say this because at the end of the day, if I'm raising my kids here in America, because I would honestly, to be honest, I would say the same anywhere. If I was raising my kids in Nigeria, then I'll probably actually that's not true. I was to raise them more American than Nigerian.
That's actually crazy. You're admitting this, okay? We're on air. We are on air.
Yes, because now let me say what I'm saying. What I'm saying. Yes, it would be a mix because at the end
Don't
of the
you can't
day,
say mix because you
no,
already
no,
said
no.
more American. So you continue that
That's
more
what I'm saying.
American
It's
thing.
a mix. It's going to be more American than it
It
is
can be a mix if
Nigerian.
it's well, yes, it
I
can be a
see.
mix.
Chemistry students.
Yes, I that's why I took myself back.
Thank you.
Yes.
Don't show your yeah, shit. So as I was saying, yes, it's gonna be one solution over the other, but both solutions will still be in there. The reason I say this is because at the end of the day, like the example I would use is I grew up Nigerian. I grew up raised Nigerian.
Okay.
I turned out okay. I turned out pretty good.
Are you sure?
Yes, you bumbleclot child. I turned out pretty good. You get meant. So my thing is like they're still gonna get parts of me, and those parts of me are still Nigerian. So they're gonna
Okay.
get some form of Nigerian raise or whatever. Who will I marry in the future? I don't know. Only God knows. What if I marry a Nigerian? Thank the Lord. If I don't, what if I marry someone who's Black American? What if I marry I
Caucasian.
might not marry Caucasian, but what if I don't know? I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. I can't detect my future for me. So what if they're not Nigerian? Then they still have to raise their kids in a way that they also know and they're also equipped to, while I also bring the Nigerian portion to the family. Now, best case scenario, we're both Nigerians, we're both Igbo even raising this kid,
Okay.
right? We're both raising them Nigerian.
Okay.
I think Nigeria is a very conservative country. Yes, Nigeria is evolving, yes, but Nigeria is still very conservative, and the way they still would treat the girl child, the way they will still um kind of almost like shrink you down
Okay.
to be like this submissive, conservative kind of like child that sometimes you feel like Nigeria's not a place where you even want to like have opinions because yeah, you come to the US now and you try to you have opinions, start to talk loud and be like, okay, I can say what I want to say. Say what you want to say in Nigeria in front of a Nigerian elder or policeman, they will slap this shit out of you. And who will say what? Who will talk what? Come and slap that child here in America and let me not see you go
But
to
I feel like
police.
Nigerians are evolving, at least with the newer generation of parents. You will not slap somebody's child and not expect that your school, and no, first you will lose your job.
Mm-hmm.
You and that your school will face backlash.
Mm-hmm.
And with the way social media is now, it's caused the more conservative culture of Nigeria to kind of evolve and be more, would I
Mm-hmm.
say, liberal.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying in the sense.
That's
Sorry, you were looking at me
no, you
too.
look. You're just talking. So I'm just. Am I looking at
Okay,
you?
I
Are you
didn't know if it
shy?
was looking. It was like where she was.
No, no, no,
Okay, okay.
no.
But
I'm making your heart beat.
what the freak? Get up, bro. You're done. What I'm trying to say is it is getting more liberal. But that liberal, what is that? That's westernization. That's the Americanized version of what Nigerian raising looks like. So now, yes, you're thinking, oh well, I'm opinionated. I'm this. The truth is, a lot of the things you are now happened when you came to the US, not while
Okay.
you were in Nigeria. So even like you said, if like even us, like we're like a dilution of what we used to be. We were
Mm-hmm.
raised Nigerian, but now we're coming to the US. A lot of things have been Americanized for us, and we've Americanized in a bunch
Yeah.
of different ways. So even Nigeria being more liberal, being more opinionated, being more like empowering, that's something that came from like the power of social media not being so vast and being so spread out. That's part of westernization. That's part
So
of
you're
being a
saying
little more
Nigerians
Americanized.
are going through westernization now?
100%. We went to Nigeria for Christmas, and before I could even speak, Maybe I looked like I came from America. But before I could even speak, next time I'm hearing is, oh, super, super, super. I said, where's this one from? Or they'll be like, oh, yes.
You're,
You know,
you're,
yes, yes. I said, who you? Oh, guy is telling me yes, I telling me, what are you saying? Like, speak your English so I can
and we're
understand
willingly
you.
doing it. Remember when we wanted freedom from colonization from
Mm-hmm.
the British
Just,
people.
yeah.
Now we're hopefully accepting.
The thing, let's be speaking, they speak. Let's be, just to feel some kind of whatever. My thing is. So my thing is, I do want my kids to be raised Nigerian. I want them to come back for the summers, maybe not Christmas, but come back for the summers in
What's wrong with
Nigeria.
Christmas? Christmas, my
It's
childhood was
just
great, but
my
now it's
Christmas
not
childhood
great
was great.
anymore.
That's what I'm saying. The recent
Yeah,
one with the whole to December
I
things
didn't enjoy
being
myself
like it
enough.
was cool, but it was just like it was a lot.
It's not what I
I feel like I
remembered.
look at one like a calm Nigerian experience where it's just like it's breezy, it's and it was hot. Like it's just not what I remembered it
It was
being.
hot, like they not born her day. It was hot
No, it's kind
day.
of hotter. Well, maybe I'm used to
Like
the
it's not
weather
hot
here.
here with the 100 and something degrees that it is
It's
here.
hot, but it's not sweat. I'm not sweating.
Did you go outside and walk around and go to the market and come back and
Exactly. Why we didn't do that either in Nigeria? I was
no?
in my
Because if you
house.
not lie, because you're young, if you had gotten to
Okay.
the age that you are now, sister, you will enter that market.
Yes, supermarket, ShopRite did them in my house. Get
How
ShopRite.
will you get to the shop right? Won't you
Car.
go there? Okay, you can you still come out and enter that
The
sun, will
same
you
way I
not?
come out under the sun here and go inside the
You,
market
you,
now.
okay, I hear that you're privileged, but it's not only ShopRite to go to. So is this ShopRite that you go and buy clothes, material? If you want to buy, go to Balogun Market or I don't know what kind of market they have
You
in
just
Port
call the
Harcourt.
lady we get Faba Market, price the lady the son on the phone. You should go send
No,
her money.
bro,
You should go
your
send it to her.
mother goes to the market.
I'm just kidding. I've been to market.
And
I've
then
been to
like,
market before. I'm just saying.
what's this way they're
But
telling me?
what I'm trying to say is, I do agree to the notion of raising them Nigerian, but I want to have kids who are raised Nigerian. They have the
Okay.
cultural humility. They have culture backing them, and they have community. But I still want them to be in spaces where they see other people who don't look like them, and I want them to go and learn the audacity that a white man has. I want my kids to, yes, be raised Nigerian, but I want you to have the audacity of a white man. Because white men have audacity for absolutely no freaking reason. You have done nothing to earn that audacity. You have done nothing to speak the way you speak, yet you do. And meanwhile, I'm looking at myself, for example. I'll be so scared to even ask for a raise at work. I'm like, oh, should I? Oh, can I? I'm scared. What if they say? What if they get mad? What if they Meanwhile, I have people who are doing way less than what I do, and they're just being like, "Oh, next money, I want my money now," and I'm like, the audacity is crazy.
I hear
Why don't
you.
I
I
have
hear
that
you. But
audacity? I want,
I
yeah,
wouldn't necessarily say that that's more American than Nigerian. There are very much outspoken people in Nigeria. I know it's conservative, but that doesn't mean that people are silenced all the time. I'm not saying that we are not to, but that doesn't mean. And then with how the world is changing and evolving, Nigeria is not what it used to be when we were growing up.
yes. But you're asking me if I want to raise them Nigerian.
Yes,
What's happening
but you
right
said more
now?
American.
Yes, but
Because
what's
I'm thinking
happening?
about when you have kids, not like when you have kids, it's not gonna be the way it is even now. So you're thinking
Yeah.
future
So
wise.
what you're saying is you want to raise your kids in an era of Nigeria that has been westernized.
What do you thought?
Not true. You want to raise your kids in an era of a time
I
period.
didn't say that too.
No, I'm telling no. That's what you're saying because you're telling me by the
No,
time
no,
I
no.
was
I'm
thinking.
asking you because I'm saying that based on what you're saying more American than Nigerian,
Yes,
right? But I'm telling you that you also have to put into consideration that by that time that you're having your kids, the Nigeria that it is now it will not be the same Nigeria that it
because it'll
is.
be more
I
westernized.
don't know if it's westernized. How
That's what
am I a future seer?
No, but that's what I'm saying. So you're telling me is the things I'm thinking about the conservativeness, the lack of liberal, the lack of opinions is gonna change in the
I
future.
don't
There's
know.
gonna be more. No, but that's what I mean. That's what we're
I'm,
saying.
I'm just I'm just guessing, but I'm
Yes,
just saying based on what it is now, people are even more outspoken than then.
yes, but why is that?
You can say the internet, social media,
Social media.
and also
So the
just times are
Western that
changing. It's not okay.
yes.
Stop giving too much power to Westerners. People are going to Dubai. Is Dubai West? and they're getting more outspoken. They're going to other countries. Nigerians are just leaving Nigeria and experiencing other
who
places.
is doing opinion in Dubai?
I don't know,
Dubai that they will
but my
easily
thing
they'll
is,
easily
it's not
tear
just the
you.
United States that Nigerians have entered. Nigerians are everywhere, and they're getting exposure. Their eyes are tearing,
Absolutely.
and they're becoming more outspoken. Not just
So you
because
see what you're
of
saying?
that, not just because of the
Their
Western.
eyes are tearing.
Yes, that's the reason
Their
why
eyes
their eyes
are
are
tearing
tearing.
from a Nigerian culture they have been raised in.
Okay,
So now they are seeing more things that are not necessarily Nigerian culture or the way you raise a Nigerian child. They're seeing things outside of that, whether it's westernized, Americanized, Britishized, Scottishized,
Yukanized,
Dubainized,
because we have a lot of
Europeanized.
UK people too. It's not just
Either way, you're
westernized.
saying they're tearing their eyes from the Nigerian culture they have been raised in. So at the end of the day, what you're telling me is you want to raise your child, yes, part of the Nigerian culture, but in a culture that has exposure outside of the Nigerian
I don't
culture.
think I've answered this question yet. But
Please
see,
go ahead and
she already put the
please
answer in my
go
mouth.
ahead and answer your
I didn't
question.
answer this question yet.
Please, okay,
If
please.
you want to ask
Okay, hold
me,
on,
you
hold on.
ask me directly. Hmm? I never
Oninye,
answered this question.
Oninye,
Yes,
Oninye.
yes.
How would you like to raise your future children? Would you like to raise them Nigerian?
Mm.
Would you like to raise them American? Depending on where you live too, because maybe you might move to some other country in the future. Who knows? Do you want to raise them as that country works? Do you want to raise them as a mix of both? But you have to also be honest with yourself that
I'm gonna be honest with
when you
myself.
do raise them as a mix of both, there is always going to be one that is going to go higher than the other one.
Can you let me answer my
Nothing
question
is
first?
ever a
Can you
perfect
let me
mix.
answer the
What I
question?
want you to answer for me is because I already
Nah,
know she's going
eh.
to tell me both.
Nah,
When you tell
eh.
me both, I want you to tell me which one is going to be more than
No,
the
that's
other.
not the question. It was one or the
That's
other.
no the
I didn't
question.
ask you. Did I ask you? You
I'm not
said no.
asking you
But
the
did
same
I ask you to tell
question.
me which one be more than the
I'm not
other?
asking you the same question. I'm asking my own question. This is the
Uh,
question I'm asking you.
who
The
gave you the
question
right?
I gave me the right. Now me own them. Now me own the right. What I'm asking you is when you raise your kids as a mix of both, because I don't know the day you're Nigerian and they're gonna be in a different country. I don't know the day they're gonna be mixed with both because they're gonna get it from other communities. What I'm asking you is what are you gonna raise them more as? Are they gonna be more on the American side or more on the Nigerian side?
Mm.
And before she even tells me anything, let me give you context. Like this lady,
Which
no
kind of
matter,
question is
no
this?
matter
What
how,
kind of, this question has given me. I never see any kind of question like this.
please answer,
Like,
my
which
question.
kind of question?
Please answer.
This question,
You have
question,
two
and then put
seconds.
answer.
2 seconds. Answer the question.
Okay. Well, because I'm a person who has the virtue of honesty, I'll be honest in my answer. So my answer is that I will raise my kids as a mix of both.
That was the question.
That's your question. Will I raise my kids more American, more Nigerian, or a mix of both?
No, I know you're gonna raise your kids as a mix of
Okay, so
both.
then what is your
I'm asking
question?
you in that mix of both, which one is gonna carry more dominance over the other?
Whatever's important in that aspect of their growth, whatever's taking more, like if I'm here, for example, I'm going to raise them obviously very Nigerian, but also knowing that when they're going out there, they're interacting with people. And you know, like how they
Hmm.
say, your community like trains you and trains your
Yeah.
child too. So even though I'm trying to teach them in the Nigerian way possible, I know that when they go out there, they're going to interact with people. They're going to be learning from the teachers, from their peers, and that also informs what they know already. So I would try my best to give them the more Nigerian side of me when they're home, or teach them the language, make sure that they understand our food and everything like that, so that when they go outside and they're learning from others, they know that they have this at home. I'm not going to teach them more American side because they're going to go and learn it outside. Do you know what I mean?
Fair, 100%. I
Yes. So
agree.
there's
Yeah.
no reason for me to emphasize more American side, for example, when I know that if I'm not giving them enough Nigerian at home, they're still going to go outside and learn that American too. So it's like now it's going to be more American. So I would try my best to instill as much of my Nigerian culture that I already know. And but given with the situation of things, me, I think I'm already even a delusion of cultures already. So just already think about how much of Nigerian do I even have to offer to my kids when it gets to that point. So I'm gonna try my best, like with language, try to teach them Igbo, then making sure that from birth they're already eating swallow, things like that. And I'll try my best, but that doesn't mean that I already know outside would inform who they are as a person and would shape them. But I'm gonna do my best. So I guess my answer is more Nigerian at home, because I know that when I go even with me and them, when we go outside, we're already switching to American side, and
Mm-hmm.
they know that's what we do. And then when they interact with other people, they're switching and carrying on that American nature. So either way, they're going to learn that American side. So my job is to instill my culture into them, at least as much as I know, because at that time it will have changed by then. Like what's Nigerian now would probably be like, oh, that's not what we do anymore. Do you know what I mean?
100%. That's fair. That's a fair answer.
Thank you. After you wanted to cut my throat with that kind of question.
No, but you answered the question. The question was, would you be on the more Nigerian side or American? You
Yeah, so I
answered
guess I'll be on the more
Yeah,
Nigerian side than
that wasn't a
American.
hard question,
It
my
wasn't a
dear.
hard question. It's the way you asked me the question like you
Ah,
know, Shane, what's wrong with you? That's why. My second this is why I'm looking at you like this. My second question is
please.
when you raise your kids, you know how I'm speaking about language, and
Mm-hmm.
I know that between me and you know Sabi like that. Eh? Will you teach your children your language to the best of your ability, and will you force them to speak that language at home?
Well, she has gone ahead to inform you of things that she doesn't
Maybe
even
she
know.
informed you people of me too. I said let me do my own
Okay,
back,
she actually has gone to
give them back to
inform you
back.
of things that we don't even understand.
Mm.
But I understand Igbo. Do I speak Igbo? No, I don't speak Igbo. I don't speak Igbo fluently. I don't know how to. Um, am I learning? Yes. Shameless plug. Memorize. That's a good app. It does have Igbo. I know Duolingo doesn't have Igbo on
Wow,
it.
wow, 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 wow! Words of wisdom.
Wow, we wow,
Words of
rubbish,
wisdom.
bomb clap. Anyways, so that's a good app too if you want to learn. But I do think I cause also because I feel like among all the Nigerian languages, I feel like Igbo is one that's like really dying very quickly
I
compared to
know, I
others.
know.
Because Yoruba is still pretty prominent. Hausa
It's
is
so
still pretty
prominent.
strong.
Igbo people we
Igbo
just
is really lacking. So I do feel like
also I don't know anybody. Well, they don't really
you don't know a
migrate
bunch of
too.
yeah, they don't really
They don't
migrate
migrate.
because Nigeria is really their country.
Yeah, they don't migrate at
You
all,
know,
and they have
yeah.
rich people. Yeah,
Exactly. So I think maybe I knew one that was like in Canada, but not a lot.
I've never
Yeah.
met somebody that's Hausa here in the United States. Have you?
No. Wait.
Think about it.
I think it was one person I know. I think it's actually your sister's friend. She
No,
like moved here. She's not?
no, she doesn't have any friends that are Hausa. They're all Yoruba, if they are from like a different tribe.
I talked about it. I feel like she was also.
Who?
Remember her? She like moved recently. She got married to this guy, moved in
Oh no,
recently.
she's Yoruba. She's just
She's
Muslim.
Yoruba. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay,
yeah.
okay.
I know Hausas are Muslim too, but she's
Yeah,
Muslim.
Muslim.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay. But so yeah, so not that I know who are here.
Mm.
But what was I trying to say? I lost my train of thought now.
Um, you were plug and memorize. So my question
Oh
was, so will you teach them and will
yes,
you enforce it
yes.
in the house?
Um, I would love for them to know Igbo because I feel like Igbo is a dying language.
Mm-hmm.
If there could be tutors, if I could find tutors, even like simple things like the little shows, like I have like the Coco Melon ones
Mm-hmm.
or the
Mm-hmm.
Gracie ones, but they have ones that are Igbo. So even using that to like they watch as they're growing up. If by chance I plug myself inside Igbo man, marry me, him. Well, hopefully he can speak
Shameless
Igbo.
plug.
Shameless plug. Igbo man,
She's
come
telling
and
me that
find
she's
me.
singing. Shameless plug.
Shameless
Come and
plug.
carry
Come
her.
and carry me.
The starting rate is
I'm
$1.
ready for. Oh, hi. Like I said, I'm ready for
Did you hear what I said?
marriage. Huh?
Did you hear what I said? I said starting rate is $1,
Yes.
and you said I'm ready for marriage.
Wait, but what's his name? That boy that is always saying he's always talking like that. What just happened right now? That I just hear
Oh, did I
Uma.
just say one?
So he did on that video. He was like, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready for marriage.
Oh yeah, he's
If
taking
you're ready, I'm
applications.
taking. Send me message. He said
Yeah, I don't know
message.
whether I said
Message or something. Send
yeah.
me.
That
So
kind
yes,
of
I'm ready for marriage. Send
Are
me.
you ready for marriage?
No, not really.
Exactly.
Maybe like another two. Give me like 2 years, a year or two.
A year. A year goes by fast. You think in a year you'll be ready for
Give me two
marriage?
years. Give me 2 years.
Okay.
Because yeah, give me 2 years. Give me 2 years. Well, so come on, meet me now so that we have 2 years to give me,
Okay,
and then
okay,
hell,
okay.
not go
I
for two
see, I
years.
see.
Yes,
Yeah, that makes
yes,
sense.
exactly. Okay. Anyways, plan business.
Okay. Enforce
Um,
the language
so I
or
would love
not.
to enforce language. So if I marry somebody who is Igbo and knows how to speak Igbo fluently, I would be like, please just be tearing the thing for the kids there. I'll share my own
Even if I don't
English.
understand,
If
I'll
I
do
don't
my
understand,
English.
I'll do my English.
I'll just add my English and
Exactly.
then just like,
And then that way, if they can learn English from me, learn Igbo for you. If they say they're confused, then they'll find themselves later on in life. They'll be okay.
yeah.
Yes.
I think that even though we're discussing about how we're gonna raise our kids, at the end of the day, we can't really choose for them, you know,
True.
because you do everything, and have seen it happen
Mm-hmm.
where you're doing everything you can, you're doing the most Nigerian things, blah blah blah, and that child will still spoil. Then we get scenarios where they're shipping the child to Nigeria.
Uh-huh.
You know, even after everything you've done your best, yet
I don't know if I can ever get to the point of shipping my kids to Nigeria. I know why people do it because it's like, but like also I feel like there's just so many things and so many ways I could possibly curb it.
like
Like, well,
you think they
honestly,
didn't try.
no, they did. But I mean, like, but honestly, I'm gonna say this, but like not in like an offensive way. But honest to goodness, I'm gonna pray that God gives me the amount of funds and money I need to
Uh-huh.
raise a kid, because for one is like I need you in private school, and I need you in
You
like
think
a
private?
no, no, no. I'm
Some
saying I
of us
need you
send
in
them to
private school.
private
But I need
school.
you in a strict private school where like you're heavily monitored. Because my boarding school was like, oh, you're in boarding schools. There's also there's like American boarding schools that they have, but it's kind of like, oh, you have your phones, your
Oh,
friends, you just do as you like. Da da da. No, no, no. I mean boarding school where like you're and boarding school is even to the point where, oh, you're such a bad kid, and it's not put you into boarding school to make sure you're being heavily monitored. You're being you they're making sure you're sharp. That kind of boarding
mm,
school, you know. And then it's like if after doing all that, after doing all the things I can do, if the case of you're just spoiled, I take it to Nigeria. Because my thing is even that they take it to Nigeria to go and do. I, I know kids who came to my school because they brought them from US
yeah.
to Nigeria. Those kids even spoil even worse inside there. The only thing that they now knew how to spoil in secrecy because the other one was outburst, so they could report you.
Now they've
Now
learned a different
Nigeria,
way
they've
to do
taught. I
it.
told you Nigeria is conservative, and they don't like to
Then I told them
let
how
you
to do it
express.
secret, so
They
that way
told you how to
the
do it
parents will not
secret. The
find
parents not find
out.
out, but in the backyard, you bad
But it
boy.
depends on the school, because maybe your school was not strict. I feel like if you send a child, me,
Mm.
I'm not saying I'm pro send your child to Nigeria,
Mhm.
but if you want to send your child to a school like command,
Hey.
like a government school that really enforces like
Mm.
discipline to the T. But not because there was some that it was so bad that they killed children. Like it was
Yeah,
just
it's just
not
like
to that
nah.
extent. Because I wouldn't want to send my child to your school because I want you to train him, and then now I'm crying over my child. God forbid.
God forbid.
But I want a certain level of discipline where the child that will be coming back to me within a year, I'll be like,
It's still
wow,
my child.
who is this?
You know
You know,
exactly.
so much
Yeah.
has changed. But I don't know if me personally, I don't think I would necessarily send my child to Nigeria if I don't know anybody there.
Exactly. Because the thing too is like a bunch of people who were here before, they knew a lot of people back home.
Yeah. But
People who
we're
are
all
coming
migrating
are like
here.
all migrating, so it's like who do you really know?
Yeah. Like if all your family is here, what am I
Hmm.
sending them to?
Exactly. I mean, I do have a lot of family though that's still in
Yeah.
Nigeria, so
But
it's,
again,
yeah.
like another 2 years. They
No, it'd be
might not
nice
come.
now.
Yeah, they'll
But
stay
some
there.
people like, I mean, some
Some people
family
don't
have
want to
they're
move.
enjoying themselves. Some
I'm
people are
telling you,
enjoying
some the people
themselves.
that get Nigeria, they
They
know what they're
get,
enjoying there. They don't
but
want to leave.
people
But
who
the
don't
rest of
get,
us will not
you say,
get that come out.
let's come
Yeah,
out,
that leaves.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I do agree with that standpoint. I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know. I feel like in my head, just the way I was raised and the way I just have seen so many certain things, like I'm not gonna get it perfect because knowing me, I'm so quick to be tired and be like, okay, whatever. But I feel like in my head, I'm like, I just know how I want to raise my kid in my head, in a way where like you would just have everything and you like truly believe you can get anything. Like I wasn't not like they didn't tell me I couldn't be anything I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
but I just feel like it was such from growing up to now, it was always like a one track mind of what you needed to be, what you had to do, who you needed to be. And then you get to an older age and they're like, oh, now you're older, figure it out. But I'm like, wait,
Mm.
but you've been telling me exactly what I need to do, who I need to be. I haven't been given leeway to make my own decisions. It's always been like, no, no, you have to do this, you have to do this. And now I'm older and now I'm even more confused because I'm like, what do I do? And then they're all like, oh, figure it out.
Yeah.
When did that happen? Like when did that stop? Like so I feel like if I can raise kids who are a lot more independent in their decisions when they get to my age and having to like now like figure things out. It wouldn't be as difficult or as confusing for them to like know what they want to do or like have an inkling of how they want to move around because they're already so
Mm,
used to being dependent on their
I
decisions.
love that.
You know, so I think that's the one thing I would say with raising kids.
Yeah. I want to say I know how I'm gonna raise my kid, but I also know that could change because as an individual, I'm gonna change myself
All the time.
and I'm going to learn some new things. And who knows, like 2 years or 3 years from now, should I have a kid, then it might be I might be in a different space by then. So I do know like there are certain values and things I want to instill in my child. That's what I do know for sure. Based on my own personal experiences, I know how I want to be with my children and things like that. But particularly, oh, which one? I'm right now. I would say, oh, more Nigerian, but or even a mix. But only God knows. I just hope to have like great children.
I know, honestly.
Yes, good children.
I don't
That's
want
all
good
I
children. I don't
want.
want to give me a headache and still people have a call coming to me and like, hey, your
Because you know
child
what,
this, your
when
child
push
that.
comes to shove,
Hey,
and I really need to like send you out there. I'm so
okay,
sorry, my
you will
love,
go.
but I might have to
You know,
really
not that I love you from the bottom
send
of my
you.
heart, but
But
please.
I'll come and see you so many times. Like people will
Exactly.
know that you got a mother that really
Cares about
cares,
you,
and
exactly.
that you're not just gonna leave you there. You're gonna have everything you need to a T,
Mm-hmm.
but not to an extent that you're
You're
spoiled at
sports.
all. Not
I don't
at
want
all.
sports children.
Yeah.
I want like, I look you want like kids who are kind of a little spoiled to where like somebody might tell them something and they'll be like, oh, okay. But like they have the humility to kind of come back. But just like I want them to be, I want my kids to have like enjoy.
Humility and sports don't go together.
No, I want them to have I want them to have like a really good enriched childhood. To like I want my daughters to experience travel with their parents. I want them to experience all
Okay.
this. I
They're
want
gonna
them.
have
I
everything
want
that
them
they
to.
need,
They have everything that they need. I
but then
want
you're
them
also
to
gonna
be
instill
so
humility
and
in
like
them.
be like be humble about it.
Hmm.
And you know, you're not like bragging and be like, oh, I did this, or I did that. No, no, no. You just if someone asks about your experience, you tell them your experience, but
Yeah.
you're not bragging about it.
No,
But
that's
I want
great.
them, especially my daughters, I want them to have such an enriched
Ah,
experience so that when somebody, one
one
person's
useless boys,
tragedy
one
son
useless person's
wants to come
son.
and use trip to
No,
Miami to
one
turn Maya.
son. No, how you say this thing? One useless son of somebody.
One useless son of somebody who might have even been useless in their own useless in their own time too. When I
Yes,
talk about my daughter, oh, I'll take you to Miami. She look at you and be like, oh,
I can take me to
yes,
Miami
I can take me. She's like, oh,
and
and
you and some of
she
your
will even be
friends.
like, oh, just
Miami.
Miami.
I've been there a couple
Been there a couple
times.
times.
It's
It's
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
But me and my family were actually going to Turks and Caicos next week. But I'll let you know.
Maybe we could
Shut up.
drive up there.
Yeah, maybe we can. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
Oh
feeling
no, I'm not from
Miami,
Miami
but
though. But I'll let you know.
if you want to join us, maybe we can make room for you.
Maybe yeah.
But you're gonna have to cover your
You
own
know,
things.
rubbish.
Yeah,
You're gonna be so enriched. Then oh, I can buy you Chanel bag. Oh, actually, my mom bought me my first little Chanel when I was this age.
5.
Try again, bum. Anyways, but yes, um, yeah,
Yeah, honestly, I think the most important thing is that you were just all good parents at the end of the
yeah,
day. It doesn't matter how you choose to raise your child, just raise responsible people.
yes,
Responsible people who will also like raise responsible people. Everybody should all
exactly.
be responsible.
Yes.
Good hearted, kind
Mm-hmm.
people.
Especially if you're gonna have kids around the same timeline that I'm having kids, please raise good children because my children will interact with your own.
So
Have
that my
not one
children can have good
problem. Because if
children.
your child talk rubbish, I will come and tell you that you're just a
Like,
useless man.
if we always have good children, there's no reason why there will be problems.
Exactly.
There will not be any tears or whatever. Like, we should
Yeah,
just all
exactly.
raise good
But you know,
children.
there's
That's all I
always the
need.
case of you might do all these things to raise a good kid or try your best to raise a good kid, and the
And
kid
still
just
not.
still turns
You
out
at least you
somehow.
tried your
At least you
best. You
tried,
do your
honestly.
best and leave the rest for
At
God.
least the rest of God.
Yeah.
Once they go to a certain age, you don't want to see mumu themselves. They can't mumu outside. Mass. That's your business.
Yes, bro. That's it. I'll do my best and leave the rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, talking about kids right now is kind of crazy. It's kind of scaring me.
I know
But,
we're around the age you. Don't they push 30? I'm kidding. You're not, but
that's a stop because even the 25 I'm going this year is already giving me hippie. I'm like 25. That's halfway. This is quarter
you're
life
like,
crisis.
I can look back to when I was
You know,
18. Shoot, 18 was so long
I,
ago. I remember I was
Yeah.
so excited about 2018, and it's
So
just like,
excited. And then I was so excited
yikes.
about 21, and I was just like, oh,
That was so long ago. Time flies, man. It really does
fireflies.
fly. Like this time has flown. So we
Yeah.
have reached the end of
Are
this
we the end of this
episode.
episode? Yeah.
Thank you
This
guys for
flight.
sticking with us on this flight.
Exactly. Thank you.
It was a very, very smooth
Very
ride.
smooth.
I
Well,
really
no,
enjoyed
actually, there was a
this.
lot of turbulence with your Wahala. But
No, it's
you
your wahala.
know, you
You don't
see,
understand it.
turbulence,
You
turbulence,
started it.
turbulence. Air hostess when they host when.
My gele
Fix
stayed
your
on.
gele.
The same time like my
I
gele
feel
was
like
stayed there like this. The gele not move. Stiff wear. Stiff wear. Stiff. Oh.
Stiff.
Yes, thank you all for
Yes.
joining us on this flight.
It
I
was
hope you guys
so lovely
enjoyed it.
having you.
Don't forget to join us in our next one from
Yes. To
LOS.
LAX.